Hey, hello there, welcome back to RJBTV, where I bring you the very best fastest map matches on Starcraft Remastered in the entire world. Not an overstatement. Definitely not an overstatement. But it is a little bit of a clickbait intro. I'll have to admit, it is a little bit of a clickbait intro. So forgive me for that one, I'm just trying out a couple new things. So for today, we are going to look at the player action. Yes, the pro player action, playing fastest map all the way back in 2019 against Ryanteacher here on the bottom middle of the map on the Brown Protoss. Ryanteacher against Action. I have never actually seen Action play fastest map. I just know I've got these replays. I've confirmed it is the real Action, ENG Action, the username he used at the time. He's a professional normal map player, and he's a very, very good one. He's been in the top 5 of the Zerg professional players in the last 5 years or so. He's just been really good. He's been performing really well most of the time, not always. In the professional play, in the offline tournaments, he is kind of known as the player who lets his nerves get to him. In some of the player cam videos, you can even see him shaking with the nerves. His legs shaking, twitching, his entire body shaking, twitching. He's just one of the players who really, really chokes under pressure. Although in the last season, the current season, season ASL number 13, he made it into the top 8, which might imply he's got his nerves under control. In online play, though, this guy is tough as a cookie. This guy manages to just play so amazingly well. I've been watching the guy on his own stream playing normal maps for quite a bit, and wow, his mechanics, his skills are actually so stupidly impressive that it makes me feel like I am absolutely terrible at every single aspect of the game. It just makes me want to play better. Kind of looks like he knows what to do here though. Starts off with the hatchery and the choke. Maybe he played more fastest map before this. It's just that these are the only 2 fastest 1v1 replays I've got of Action. Ryanteacher, a Protoss expert here on the bottom middle of the map, as I've already introduced him as. Starts off with, I think, Nexus into double gateway. Well, Nexus Forge, double gateway, and a cannon. Playing very safe and defensively, but still opening himself up for some mid-game aggression with the triple gateway. Both players kind of know what the other is up to. Action's overlord there getting into Ryan's base, sees pretty much everything he can. Now a little bit more about Ryanteacher here though. He's a very macro-focused player. He's not really focused on micro all that much. He really goes hard and all in on macro and building all over the map. And he has great planning. But I don't think we should be expecting the amazing micro tricks and movements we sometimes see from other players. I think from Ryanteacher, what we're going to see is amazing planning, amazing macro. That's what we're going to see from him. In that regard, he is one of the very best of the very best. Action, though, is a mixture of both. He is arguably one of the very best macro players among the pro Zergs. But his micro is of course on a pro level. So I'm kind of curious to see how his mixture of skills is going to translate to fastest map. I can already see a small little mistake here from Action. He is building his choke in such a manner that it's going to be pretty easy for Ryan to get in there, although now he's walling that off there with an Evo chamber. So there's still a small little opening right there for Ryan to get in from, but at least it's not going to be as easy as when his entire portion there is wide open. Ryan, though, consistently producing. Zealots getting a Stargate now as well for Corsairs. Getting triple gas there on the bottom in the back. 1 gas already finished. Action is 3 hatcheries in the back. Went very fast on the triple hatchery before fortifying his choke with more Sunkens and an Evo chamber. The drone can get in because the Zerglings there have blocked it off, so the drone has to be clicked on the minerals and will phase through. This one again doing the same thing. building cannon, building 2 cannons. This cannon here might actually be able to hit the hatchery, and that is going to hurt Action a little bit. It's going to hurt his ability to macro to the degree he wants to. And yeah, there we can see the cannon there is within range. It's hitting the hatchery. The first thing that is going to give Ryan a small little advantage is that hatchery slowly dying without actually investing or losing anything himself. Most of the time, the Protoss has to either push with Reavers or push with units, but in this case it's a cannon that's doing all the work. It's a free hatchery getting taken down, and that kind of shows a little bit of Action's inexperience with fastest maps. I don't want to call it, but I feel if he had more experience, he would have noticed and put up a sunken in front of his own hatchery here. He would have put up a sunken right there in front of his hatchery and stopped this cannon from happening. That's what I see most of the top-level Zergs on fastest do when they encounter this situation, because it forces those Zealots to pick a fight and stop that sunken, which means Zealots are going to die to the sunkens behind the hatchery. So it's kind of a very cheap method for a Zerg to start punching back at the Protoss without really losing anything significant. So the hatchery goes down. The front side here is very weak. There's a lot of Zealots that are coming out from from Ryan. Action though now starts producing Hydralisks as his Hydralisk den is finished. Gonna probably build some Evo chambers there on the top side as well. And another hatchery? 2 Evo chambers there in the back. Triple Evo chamber. We're gonna get every single ground upgrade he can at the same time. Couple hiders there in the front, still 5 sunkens. I think those Zealots should be capable of breaking through, but Ryan just wants to get his Reavers out first and go with a complete combined combo attack of Zealot speed, level 1 attack, Zealots, and Reavers. He's getting Dragoon range now as well, and shuttle speed, as the shuttle is already finished, so he might actually go for a frontal attack with Zealots after he gets speed at level 1 attack, and then flying a Reaver as well to kill the drones. Action hasn't split his overlords to the sides just yet. He doesn't have vision of another base either, so he cannot really drop dodge to another location. He's limited only to the gas here on the side for his drop dodging. Of course, as they're on the fly, looking for an opening. They're looking for an opening to see where the shuttle can fly in from. He's now getting level... Actually, no, he's not getting anything else that I haven't already mentioned. I thought he was getting something else I already didn't mention, but he's getting triple robo extra there on the middle for a total of 5. Reaver there in the front pushing through. Hydras are still not being produced. Focused on taking down. He's playing is very risky. You really should get more sunkens in the front, because this army from Ryan now is getting really scary and almost on level 1 attack. His Zealot speed has already finished. It's getting scary, and I think he's going to add on some Dragoons very soon as well, because he is getting Dragoon range, which usually implies Dragoons are on the way. And as you can see, as I said before, Ryan's macro is really, really good. He's spending really quickly. He's actually supply blocked at the moment. He's kind of supply blocked. That's kind of a small little mistake, but he's opening up supply right now, so another wave of units is going to spawn very soon. Action now adding on sunkens here in front of his hatcheries, not at the choke, but all the way here in the back. He's playing this very defensively, and he went for so many hatcheries. So many hatcheries. So already got 8 of them there in the back, plus 1, plus 2 more over there, a total of 11 very early on. Ryan now goes in for the attack right before Lurker Aspect finishes and right before another wave of Hydras is out and about to fight back. He's got them Sunkens, he's got them Hydras, and looks like Ryan doesn't want to go just yet. He doesn't want to lose his army, because if he goes in right here, right now, he's going to lose his army. And that's going to... Oh, Reaver drop there, hit a bunch of drones at the same time. Almost missed it. I think he went down for about 50 to 28, so that's a pretty hard hit. I think he had about 50 or 54. That was definitely a hard hit. Because well, I think it's because he doesn't have vision here on the corner. This Corsair flying back and forth keeps sending the overlords that are being sent to the bottom corner right here back into the base. So he doesn't have a lot of vision against drops. Also, this one on the top side doing the same thing, just there on patrol. So now Ryanteacher comes in with another frontal push. He's doing a pretty good job there. Kills a lot of units, I feel. Lurkers on the bottom side around the way. I don't see an observatory yet from Ryan, but he's making one. No observers on the map yet, so these lurkers on the bottom side might save the day. as the Zealots and Reavers are pushing forward very, very quick. A couple hiders are on the side protecting. Reavers are trying to crawl forward to hit the drones, but they do hit the Lurkers instead. They can't really go much further anymore. More units from Ryan coming in. He's got about 100 more supply in total. Very dangerous, dicey, spicy situation for Action here, but it looks like he can handle. Oh, right, drop comes in, double Reaver, they're on the scene, drones are running away, one Scarab, they're on the chase, Scarab is not gonna explode, it's not gonna explode, but he killed the other group, but whoa, the Reaver's still alive, shoots another load there on top of the drones, the Hydras are in the way, and the Scarab does not explode on the drones all do stay alive, safe and sound. Very nice job right there from Ryan. Because Action still lost a lot of his drones right there. He's basically in the worst situation you can be in as a Zerg. We have an Observer on the way there for Ryan. He's just maxing out, just waiting for his army to be strong enough to definitively break through and end the game forever. I do kind of like this very odd configuration and layout of hatcheries. It is absolute maximization of space in the base. He's getting as many as he can in the smallest area possible. This is about 12 hatcheries or something. 13, actually. No Spire. He's got some small little upgrades on his Hydras, though. So yeah, the spread on the Lurkers is pretty good. A couple Hydras there behind it. He's somehow still alive, despite losing units so many times. Losing his drones, specifically. And the push forward happening from Ryan, very slowly crawling forward with the Reaver Dragoon combination. Honestly, it is too damn strong with a level 1 attack there as well. Target firing the Reavers clipping into each other, and Action calls GG because he knows that at this point it's kind of a lost cause. It's better to dip, get out, and go for a new game. And yes, that's what we're going to do. There's one more game in this series, in a set. It's going to be a little bit longer. It's going to be a little bit of a longer game. This one's a little bit short. Action missed the Reaver drop. I mean, I almost missed it because I was too focused on the action. I was observing with 10 APM, so my apologies for that one. Almost missed it, but I saw it right in time. I saw the second drop there as well. Also killed too many drones, but Action is going to try again. He's not going to give up. He's going to go in here for game number 2, Ryanteacher against Action. Just very quickly, Ryanteacher against Action. Yeah. And they are right next to each other, which spells trouble for, I think, Action. It spells trouble for Action. Very short little distance. And I know that Ryanteacher likes to go for some very heavy Reaver-focused build orders. So he might just build robots in his base and fly them over the hill and drop Reavers inside of Action's base and go for a bunch of Corsairs as well. But I've got high hopes. I've got high hopes for Action. He's one of the few players who very quickly adapts to the situation. He saw what happened last game, so he's gonna make some adjustments. This guy is very smart. He's very smart. He's gonna make adjustments and see where he can counter what Ryan has been doing. Although Ryan didn't show all of his cards just yet. He went with a more basic build order. You know, the basic build order is level 1 attack, zealot speed, and Reavers, and trying to break through the front door. That is one of the most common and basic build orders. And here you can see already one adaptation. He's building his hatchery further away from the choke, not exactly in the choke. It is risky, but at least he won't lose the hatchery to a cannon like he did in the previous game, which definitely did hurt him. It definitely did hurt him. How much, I can't say for sure. But losing a hatchery in the front that is aiding in your production, it always hurts. You'd always rather not lose it. Ryan starts out with the same build order as last time, goes for Nexus, Forge, Gateway, maybe more gateways, maybe for a pylon in the front. Honestly, I am not entirely sure. No pylon in the front. Okay, so double gas there in the back, and goes for pylon number 2 there, also at his Nexus. He's going to add on, I don't think he's going to add on triple gateway here, because he already found Action right next to him, but mostly because he went for double gas. If he wants to go for triple gateway, I would Is he going to go for triple gateway? It's a double gateway. If he wants to go for triple gateway, he can basically only go for a single gas. He can't go for two. He can't go double gas. He has to go for single gas into triple gateway into 2 more gas or 1 more gas. In this scenario, he can't go for triple gateway because he cannot afford zealot production on triple gateway if he's on double gas. It's just too expensive, not enough probes on the minerals. It's basically, it's 3 less probes on the minerals, which might just make the difference. The action there puts the Sunken in front. It's still very easy for Ryan to just walk right in there with his zealots. He didn't seal off the entrance in any way whatsoever. He might very soon, though. He might just make another row of Sunkens right here in the front and attempt to seal off the entrance. But as it is now, Ryan can just walk right in and start hitting the backside there. I feel he's going to do exactly that once a couple more of his zealots spawn. Goes for a very early Stargate to go for some Corsair abuse. Kind of similar to what he did last game. Action there going very hard on the hatcheries, even harder than the previous game where he went for triple hatchery in the back, added on to his main and the one in the front. This time it's 4 in total. He's just going all out on the macro. Well, all over the macro. Zergling gets there into Ryan's base. He's going to find a little bit more information. Although the Zergling might have died a little bit too fast to the cannon there. So he couldn't exactly see everything, but at least he saw the most important pieces. Double Robo in the front, Stargate here in the back. I think those are the most important pieces of the puzzle for Action to basically play on. Still no vision on the sides because he knows that Corsairs are on the way and he's going to lose Overlord if he puts them Overlords on the sides. That is one of the very strong disadvantages the Zerg has against the Protoss. Early Corsairs force you to either accept losing Overlords or to, keep them here in the back, in the middle, where they are not exposed to a Corsair like this. There's a Corsair already coming in. Got a Hylas, then they're on the way. 5 hatcheries there for macro. Very close to each other. He's going to get Evo chambers now as well. He's on 28 drones. A lot of money coming into the bank. 5 minutes in. Only 2 Sunkens in the front. Playing it very risky, honestly. Playing it very risky. But Ryan is not going for the attack. One Overlord there in the back goes down. We've got Hydras on the way and Hylas speed as well. Go for more Overlords there under production. Might lose 1 more Overlord there. Very slowly. Very slowly going down. Corsair is hitting fast. Yeah, it's gonna go down. He's gonna maybe lose his Corsair as well. Corsair stays alive with a little bit of health. Just a tiny sliver of health. Going for triple Robo. 2 Reavers on the way. Shuttle speed of 1 attack as well. Isn't getting Zealot speed here though. Either he can shuttle his units over the hill, because he's also getting cannons in the front, or he's going to go for a frontal push, not sure. One thing I can say for sure though, the fact that Action has a lot of Hydras, kind of split about to at least keep the Corsair away. He's now still making more drones. He's still making more drones. He's 41 drones. He's keeping up with Ryan. This is not a playstyle I very often see. Zerg is going so extremely risky on the amount of hatcheries and drones they're making. It's just a lot of drones, a lot of money. Some triple gas there in the backside, getting level 1 attack, getting high disc range as well. Still no drop there already from Ryanteacher. He's got the shuttles though, and the Reavers, but they aren't flying in yet. Picks up 3 Reavers, might pick up 2 Zealots as well. He's not. I thought he would, but he's not. Just triple Reaver. Now starting to build cannons on the side as well. He's just going to play very turtleish and shuttle units in from the sides. So there he goes. Triple Reaver on the scene. Reavers are loading. Action. Going to go for the micro, but loses a lot of Hydras there. 2 Zealots there in the mix as well, but takes down the Reavers very, very quick. I think one of the Reavers did not have Scarabs. That's why they went down so quick. Just got 2 shots off, and then they were all dead and gone. So great surround there from Action. This is going to give him a little bit more time. We got Reavers on the way here though, so not a lot of time. But at least he prevents himself from getting harmed significantly. Now adding on 2 more hatcheries, so that's a total of 1, 8, 10, 11 already. Number 11 is already on the way. Getting a Spire now as well. No Queen's Nest anywhere to be seen. Reavers being loaded there on the bottom corner. Goes in with the surround. Target fires the Reavers. Reavers, these drops from Ryan are honestly not that great. Not that great. Action just handles them with ease without even trying. Microing a little bit about and left and right there inside of the base. Just putting his Hydras back into position. Zealots are on the chase with their level 1 attack finishing up soon. Speed is finished already. Got Scarab upgrade are on the way. Got Lurker aspect on the way for action. Another hatchery being added on. This guy is just going so hard on the macro. I actually have never seen anyone macro this hard. Right next to a Zerg. Right next to a Protoss. This guy's going hard. This guy's going really hard. The 52 drones really are helping him out with his economy. I think he might effectively be richer than Ryan is. Effectively. Not on paper. Oh, we got a couple of Mutalisks hunting, looking. Goes for a little bit of micro. Kills. Yeah, kills the Corsair. Doesn't lose one of his Mutalisks. Kills another Corsair there in the front. Reavers there occupied with building Scarabs, waiting for the shuttles to finish so we can fly them in. Waiting for the Scarab damage most likely as well. But action now has got Lurkers all over the place, Hydras all over the place. On 127 supply, 70 drones. Reavers coming in, finds a pretty good spot there, honestly, but while it's a pretty good spot, he's going to get surrounded. A lot of Hydras do go down there, though, but actually... Oh, drop there on the drones, kills all the drones. He came in from the other side and kills pretty much everything. A couple drones do stay alive, but action was as distracted as I was. He missed the shuttle coming in, loses... I think it went down from 70 to 36, so that's a very hard-hitting drop. And I think if action had not gotten dropped right there, he would have been way too strong for Ryan to deal with. But this gives Ryan the opportunity to breathe a little bit as the clock that's ticking has just been reset to starting point. So he's in the clear for now. Although 55 drones already, has so many hatcheries, he can rebuild all of his drones within a matter of minutes or seconds. Not even a full minute, just like half a minute. And all drones are back on the minerals. All the drones are back alive. Reproduced, rebuilt, back in action. So Ryan now with 5, 6 shuttles, Zealots, Reavers all inside, although he forgets to pick up one of them. Flies in, gonna load on the corner and see if he can kill something, see if he can push after forcing action to spend all of his money and his larva on drones. But he's got Lurkers here on the scene, and there's no observers from Ryan, so the Lurkers are just gonna keep those Reavers and everything away for a little while. He's going to try to push forward. Wait, drop comes in. Action not responding. Action is going to have to dodge his drones. Reaver on the scene. Reaver shoots. Scarab explodes. It not... Oh. Lucky break there. It explodes but kills nothing. I thought it was going to kill a bunch of stuff, but nope. Kills nothing whatsoever. Nothing at all. Got Storm on the way there from Ryan. Level 1 air attack as well. Observer speed. Observatory is also finished, of course. No observer is produced yet, though. Reaver there in the base goes down. More Lurkers being buried all over around. Getting Sunkens now as well, and Spores. Hive is finished up, but no Great Aspire yet. Gonna get the Final Mount as well here on the side. Scourge is flying about every single direction to cover at least all of the options Ryan has with flying in. But Ryan is just going to keep flying into this bottom corner there. A couple of units there on the scene as well to help and assist. Going to trim the Guardians at some point. Getting another Spire there as well. He's just going to get everything he needs. So yeah, he's going back into that bottom corner. Still no observer on the scene. The units there already hitting on those units. One of the shuttles goes down. Shuttle number 2 escapes, so Scourge just can't hit. The Reavers are... No, there's nothing to fire on. They're there. There's units here as well, but they can't shoot on them because there's no observer. He needs an observer. Does he have an observer? Nope. He's just forgetting to make the observer. Corsairs coming in. Getting level 2 attack now as well, and air armor 2. Zealots there are on level 1 armor, 1 weapon. Now he comes in with another shuttle, unloads. This is kind of... Oh, what? He killed drones again! What? Oh, wait, okay. I'm gonna have to rewind that one real quick, because I messed up. I fucked up, okay? I owe you guys this one. I am terrible this game. I'm terrible with the observing. The awareness is terrible. So he comes in, unloads a really shitty drop right there, and comes in with the real drop down the top side, while everyone, even myself and my mother and my grandmother were distracted, comes in with the Templar Storms everywhere. Kills everything. Kills everything. Beautiful drop there from Ryanteacher. Action just too focused on this here on the bottom corner. This drop in the bottom corner was terrible. It did nothing at all except die, but it opened up the opportunity to fly in with the real drop. Straight for the drones. Templars on the scene. Lurkers too far out of range. Everything dies. And now Action back on 47 drones. He's rebuilding. Has enough units at the moment though to keep fighting back. Has enough lurkers all over the place to keep fighting back. But he's hurting. He's in a pretty bad condition. Ryan loads up another mass river drop. Where is he gonna go? Gonna go here in the corner again, going on the top side, or is he gonna go for the hive? Got a bunch of options, and I really don't know which one he's gonna go for. He's most likely gonna go for the hive. Not enough units here on the hive. Not enough units. He goes in, flies straight forward. He's gonna load there on the scene. Loads on top of the sunken though. Drones again get stormed. Looks like Action might not have his drones hotkeyed. So yeah, that shows that he doesn't have that much experience yet. Hive there taking massive amounts of damage. More scarabs coming in, hitting hard. Lurker is going to save the hive for now though. On 12 minerals in total. Lost a lot of Hydralisks as well. All of his lurkers are kind of in the wrong location. He needs way more of those lurkers on his hive. He wants to keep those drones alive and the hive alive. Most importantly, because at the moment he doesn't have a single hatchery close to the hive, so we're gonna see another. Oh, he's got observers now as well. That's a lot more shuttles, a lot of reavers for sure. It's only gonna be 5 lurkers, 6, 7 lurkers are here to take it all down. But we have observers, so the lurkers gonna get almost everything got taken down on the first shot from those lurkers. Those lurkers, they are. The combined strength of 5, 6 lurkers hitting something at the same time. Everything just popped. Like bam, was gone. But the hive, now on 730 HP, at least he got a hit off on the hive. Action is in real bad shape right here, right now. He's on 94 supply against almost maxed out Ryanteacher. More lurkers moving up there to the top side to protect that hive. He really needs them there on the scene. Scourge there on the drop path as well. We have observers that are still on the scene, which he cannot see. So Ryan has the information. You can see all of these things. They are right on the scene. You might fly all the way around or just fly into the bottom corner right here and unload right there on the scene and force Action to spend and lose units and money on killing these reavers here that are supported by Zealots and an observer. Although the observer is going to get taken down there by a Scorch, and now the reavers can't really move forward too much because there's of course lurkers in a circle around the reavers. Takes down a hatchery though. He might just stay there in the corner. Of course, that's coming in to take down the Scorches. And the Overlord of course as well. No observer is under production. Comes in with another drop there on the top corner. No observer there in the mix either. So the Reavers are kind of stuck there in the corner. They do get taken down really quick. Really took them down really quick. Now this Scorch is there on the front. Reavers on the side. He's pushing in from every single direction. Action is losing units very quickly. Very quickly. His supplies, I mean, he's building units. He's killing units as well. He's also losing most of his units, and his larvae are at the moment not being used to recover his economy. 43 drones in total. He's in really bad shape. You can see it with his bank. Very low minerals. Corsairs running back and forth, killing overlords, annoying and harassing him. He's just not allowed to recover properly from the storm drop that almost killed him. It almost killed him. The Reaver drops almost killed him too. Ryanteacher, they are keeping up the pace. Unloads once again on top of a lurker though, but the lurker gets taken down really quickly there as he's got an observer. Observer gets sniped because Action is fast, doesn't waste time. Now the Reavers have to crawl away from the lurkers. But he's sandwiched by Hydras and more lurkers. Comes in, gonna try to take down most of the Reavers. Reavers are shooting their load all over the place, but not fast enough as the Hydras do take everything down. Ryan, despite being in such a massive lead, is not able to take Action down. Action is handling himself really, really well. All he's got to do is keep the Hive alive and get more drones on the minerals and recover. He has to recover. So far he's recovering, but it's very, very slowly. Flies in, unloads on top of the lurkers. Reavers are shooting on the Hive. Hive stays alive. Drones also stay alive. The Hive, once again, lost a little bit of HP. Ryan is a little bit closer to taking down that Hive. When will he take down the Hive? I'm not sure. I can't tell you. It's gonna be soon, that's for sure. Level 3 Hydra Attacker on the way, and Carapace Gripgate also on the way. We've got Plague on the way there from the Defiler Mount, and the Defiler has spawned as well. A couple more drones that are being sent to the minerals. He's got 63 in total, and another mass reef drop that are being loaded up for Ryanteacher, ready to fly in and hit hard. Ready to fly in and hit hard. Once again, 3 observers. He might even have too many Reavers to pick up, which means if he unloads and sends his shuttles back to his own base, it's gonna be a very quick follow-up drop. So he goes in. Fighters are on the scene. Fighters can't play just yet. The Reavers are shooting on everything. There's observers that are in the air assisting. Pretty much everything is going down except the lurkers. Even though you can see the lurkers, but now more units coming in there. There's a drop there coming from the bottom side. Let's see if this one's going to get in. Fighters are going to try to intercept. It gets intercepted. It goes down. And it clears out the top corner there as well. So Action now handling himself really well. Got vision almost everywhere on the map, as you can see. It's almost everywhere on the map. You might need a little bit more vision on these spots though. Like there's still a path for Ryan to fly in from that Action can't really see. Like there's a lot of darkness very close to his base, which is not great. But at least he's almost maxed out. He's on a very healthy 70 drones. His Hive is very slowly recovering its HP. Probes now being thrown away by Ryanteacher because he's rich and he wants more Reavers, more shuttles. Comes in from the bottom corner once again. Beautiful Plague there on the Reavers. Action utilizing everything he can to at least try to stay alive against this aggression from Ryanteacher and hopefully go for the eventual counterattack. Goes for a great split up of his Hydras to at least kill as many Reavers as he can without losing too many of his own. The Reaver damage here is absolutely ridiculous. Drop. Oh, that's not a drop. It's Corsairs. Not a drop here, though. Oh, a lot of Reavers are coming in. He finds his sweet spot. Loads on the lurkers there, though. Unloads on top of the lurkers. But one plagues everything just in time. There's Observer coming in as well. That's 12, 16 Reavers. They're in the base, killing everything he can. This is brutal. Absolutely disgusting. A Reaver push there in the base. Action is throwing everything he can at defending himself. But the Reaver just killing everything so fast. The Hydras are very slowly clearing out, though the plagues definitely proving to be the difference maker. But once again, more shuttles coming in, more Reavers. He's unloading and sending the shuttles back. Although these couple Reavers here on the scene, yeah, they're gonna kill the Hydras, that's for sure. Although the Hydras are very well split up, getting a beautiful surround on the Reavers. More Hydras coming from the front there to help defend. Now we got Mutalisks as well to help with keeping that Hive and those drones alive. But already here, Ryanteacher keeps sending his shuttles back and forth, just picking up whatever is being produced. He never has to make a round of shuttles. He just has to make rounds of Reavers, pick them up, send them across the hill, and fly the shuttles back and pick up more and repeat. He just has to never give Action time to max out and become so strong that this method of attack is not going to work anymore. The Reavers are there. Action is keeping his units away, waiting to get more units. Mutas go in first because there's no anti-area on the scene. Hit a Plague. The Plagues really are helping him with taking down those Reavers time and time again. So the Mutas clear everything out. He's low on gas, but at least he's got a pretty nice army. A lot of lurkers as well. They're in the backside, keeping those shuttles from unloading on the top side. Ryan basically is forced to unload and push from the bottom side here. You need some Corsairs though. Got one Corsair there in the air, but the Corsair gets taken down very quick. Reavers are pushing forward, crawling forward, going to try to get a hit up on the drones in the Hive. But nope, not allowed. They get taken down too quick. So now we're going to have to wait for the follow-up drop. Like he's just been going non-stop across the hill. Non-stop. He's also finishing up his shield upgrade, finally. He's already maxed out on everything else except the shield and the air armor. can't go in from the bottom left, so he has to redirect and find another opening. Action was anticipating, prepared himself, and had his units already in position. Where are the shuttles? Oh, they're in the front, right there. I'm blind. I'm blind. So yeah, he's going to fly in over the top side once again. We got some hatcheries coming down from Action there to fill out his entire base with creep colony. Oh, he fails the plague there, though. Fails the plague, kind of. Ryan unloading more units there, killing some stuff, but not actually killing that much. That drop was very expensive, but it didn't really do much. That one did almost nothing. Now we got Guardians as well. I'm really impressed with how Action managed to recover. I feel like Ryan should at some point have switched over into a gateway mass, but he simply didn't have enough gateways to produce a big gateway army. He's kind of stuck with just building Reaver Shuttle, flying across the hill, and going for it. And perhaps he also didn't change because it was working out. It was working out really, really well. But Action's recovery is insane. This guy has been recovering so extremely well. It's honestly, seriously impressive to be this good at playing Zerg. So everything is played. Shuttles, oh, this is a drop. This is a drop. Please pull those drones to safety. Reavers are on the scene. Reavers are very close. Reavers are shooting on the drones. Drones are going down. Is the Hive going to survive? The Hive survives. The drones, well, most of the drones survived. He had about 70. Only 11 went down, so he's still in pretty good shape. But that still is a pretty painful drop, because he lost 11. He's going to have to rebuild a couple of them, but at least it wasn't the hard-hitting one, and at least he still has a bank in the tank to recover and spend. Reavers got taken down without achieving much. Action now pulling back. Guardians are still alive. More drones being put on the minerals. Upgrades for the air on currently on 2 armor, 1 attack. Hydras are, I think, maxed out. Well, except for the Carapace. And the Zerglings are currently also on about, let me see, 2-0. So we didn't get any weapon attack for the Zerglings. This time around he lost a lot of his shuttles. Only 2 shuttles are alive. He has to actually wait for more shuttles. So he's going to go for a very simple 1 shuttle, 1 Corsair storm drop attack and see if that one is going to get in and do the trick. Action not responding, drones are not running away, lurkers, Templars are hitting the Templars can't storm in time. He does pull most of his drones to safety though, maybe he hotkeyed them this time around. But the Templars can't storm fast enough because the lurkers are too damn strong with defending, take him down. Templars are just weak. Weak. Okay, this amount of Reavers is kind of scary, but he doesn't have enough shuttles to fly them all across the hill. Drop comes in, drop hit. The drop misses. Oh, that one hits though. The storm was a little bit off center. If he just hit right here on top of the Hive, would have at least killed, I think, about 12 drones on the minerals, but he still got about 13 drones there with his scarab shot there on the drones returning to the minerals a little bit too soon. So Action does get hurt a tiny little bit. He's going to try to go for a drop there, but I see too many cannons to deal with. Way too many cannons to deal with. He's going to try build up with Zerglings and Defilers. Drop comes in, drop can go in, not yet. Changes direction, flies all the way around. Which one is going to go first? Looks like Ryan goes first. Goes in. He's going to try to go for the Hive once again and go for the drones as well. Unloads. Yeah, that's too many Reavers. The Reavers are going to shoot, kill everything. Hive stays alive, barely though. And the drop there happening instead of Ryan's base as well, but the drop... Just too many cannons to fly in. Too many cannons. Too many cannons. So Action loses Overlords, loses drones, loses his Hive, almost. He's rebuilding most of his drones, now in 51. He was at, I think he was at about 25 after that drop just right there. Got all the units there though, tries to snipe the shuttles. Shuttles, one shuttle stays on, nope, it goes down. Goes down. Corsairs also escaping, but also taking hits. He's going for a lot of Corsairs here. He wants to just take down all of the air, go kill all Guardians, Overlords, whatever he can. He doesn't care. He just wants to kill stuff. He doesn't care about losing those Corsairs. Great flake there on the Corsairs, killing some Overlords, flying back and forth, but not supply blocking Action, because Action has Action calls GG. Action calls GG. Prematurely. I think that's a premature GG. Although it's gonna take just 1 or 2 more shots of Scarabs to take down the Hive. So it is kind of inevitable. And we're getting Disruption Web from Ryan as well, but Action calls GG a little bit early, in my opinion. He still had a great chance of winning this game. Either he had other commitments, or he just got bored. Maybe he just got bored. Maybe just like, man, I can't want to take any of this shit anymore. I can't take it anymore. Who knows? Who knows? But I will admit, I like Action's play a lot, except his drone survival management against them Storm Drops and Reaver Drops. He just didn't handle that specific part all that well, but that is a common theme across most professional players playing fastest. They don't really protect their workers that well. But he stayed alive despite all of the attacks, the mass Reaver Drops non-stop coming in. He stayed alive really well. Until now, where he called the GG. Prematurely. So thank you for watching. It was RJB for RJB TV, and I hope to see you return for the next video. I hope you enjoyed Action against Ryanteacher.